William Lancaster Fleming was born on May 28, 1908. He was an English author, journalist, and naval intelligence officer, best known for his James Bond books. Fleming had first mentioned to friends during the war that he wanted to write a spy novel, an ambition he achieved within 2 months with Casino Royale. He started writing the book at GoldenEye on February 17, 1952, gaining inspiration from his own experiences and imagination. His wartime service and his career as a journalist provided much of the background, detail, and depth of the James Bond novels. The Bond stories rank among the best-selling series of fictional books of all time, having sold over 100 million copies worldwide. In 2008, The Times ranked Fleming 14th on its list of the 50 greatest British writers since 1945. Fleming was a heavy smoker and drinker who suffered from heart disease. He died in 1964, aged 56, from a heart attack. Fleming's creation has appeared in movies 25 times, portrayed by 7 different actors. In the book, while changing planes in Miami, British Secret Service agent James Bond is asked by Junius DuPont, a rich American businessman, to watch Auric Goldfinger, with whom he is playing canasta, in order to discover if he is cheating. Bond finds out he is, so he blackmails Goldfinger into admitting it and paying back DuPont's lost money. Back in London, Bond visits the Bank of England for a briefing with Colonel Smithers on the methods of gold smuggling, then contrives to meet and have a round of golf with Goldfinger. He is subsequently invited back to Goldfinger's mansion, where he narrowly escapes, being caught on camera looking over his house. Issued by MI6, Bond trails Goldfinger as he takes his vintage Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost via air ferry to Switzerland, driven by Oddjob, his factotum. Bond foils an assassination attempt on Goldfinger by Jill Masterson's sister. Foils an assassination attempt on Goldfinger by Jill Masterson's sister, Tilly, to avenge Jill's death at Goldfinger's hands. He had painted her body with gold paint, which killed her. Bond and Tilly attempt to escape when the alarm is raised, but are captured. In a desperate attempt to survive being cut in two by a circular saw, Bond offers to work for Goldfinger. Bond and Tilly are subsequently taken to Goldfinger's operational headquarters in a warehouse in New York City. They are put to work as secretaries for a meeting between Goldfinger and several gangsters who have been recruited to assist in Operation Grand Slam, the stealing of the United States gold reserves from Fort Knox. Bond manages to conceal a capsule containing a message to Felix Leiter. Operation Grand Slam commences, and it turns out that Leiter has indeed found and acted on Bond's message. A battle commences, but Goldfinger escapes. Bond is drugged before he sucks Oddjob out of a plane. He then fights and strangles Goldfinger. Between the movie and the novel, there are many differences. Connery's Bond is a 60s character, a secret agent playboy, more cynical and bloodthirsty than the novel, that kills people making ironic jokes rather than feeling guilty like in the book. This doesn't make up on a bad guy, he is conventionally good, reflecting the secret ambitions of the spectators. In the novel, Goldfinger works for Moscow, while in the movie he has relationships with the Popular Republic of China. The worldwide spread of James Bond as an icon was also thanks to Shirley Eaton's scene where she is all naked and covered in gold. Also, the ending between the movie and the book differ, but those should never be told. In Miami, Bond receives instructions from his superior M, via CIA agent Felix Leiter, to observe Art Goldfinger. The agent sees Goldfinger cheating at Gin Rummy and blackmails Goldfinger into losing. In London, Bond learns that his true mission is determining how Goldfinger smuggles gold internationally. Bond overhears him talking to a red Chinese agent named Mr. Ling about Operation Grand Slam. Bond is captured and Goldfinger ties Bond to a table underneath a laser, forcing him to help him in his plan. Bond witnesses Goldfinger's meeting with US gangsters who have brought the materials he needs for Operation Grand Slam. Goldfinger says he doesn't intend to steal the gold, but to insert an atomic device containing cobalt and iodine, which would supposedly render the gold useless for 58 years. Thanks to Felix Leiter and Pussy Gaylor, Bond manages to arrest his enemy by stopping the bomb at 7 seconds from the explosion, 007 seconds on the countdown, that would have contaminated Fort Knox's gold. After managing to escape, Goldfinger tries to retaliate on Bond, but while on the plane, he breaks one of the windows being thrown in the atmosphere. The movie is generally considered to be, both from a fan's and from a critic, one of the best of the whole series. It has been the movie that finally consecrated the Bond legacy. Agent 007 Mr. Goldfinger, thanks to a tighter rhythm compared to the previous movies and an explosive mix of Bond girls' high-tech gadgets and some humor here and there, finally consecrated Sean Connery as a star and James Bond as a major icon of the 60s movies.